So you're really relying on all the participants to put everything on the table to identify where problems are and what problem to attack first. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. And so what happens with that is now we are basically putting in place the attitude of transparency. And in some, depending on the organizational culture, transparency may not be part of that culture. To your point earlier, it's a do what I say, type of environment, and not an environment that is collaborative. So now we're introducing a level of transparency that may not have been there before. And so that takes work. It takes a willingness to drop, drop, drop your guard, so to speak. And so we like to break that barrier, because without breaking that particular barrier, progress is very limited.
So, if I'm an executive listening to you, in which I just kind of like the idea of of telling Dennis, I just need you to go do this. I didn't ask you your opinion. How do you move management staff to the idea that getting feedback, while it takes more time, the outcome will exceed their expectations?
Yeah, so that's an interesting point, because yeah, and so you help me uncover a lot of layers here. So there is a layer of what then would be considered a layer of executive coaching, right? Because now that leadership, those executives, it's not something they don't know, but it has to be something that they accept, that more can be done when more heads are involved. And from an innovative standpoint, innovation requires the input of others. And without that input, then your ideas may be great as an executive, but they could be so much better with input. Even if the end result is still your idea, if you get input, you're likely to make it better. And so we have to spend time with the leadership, with the executives, to help them understand that it is in their best interest to probably change some of their approaches if they are a do as I say type of leader, to help them understand that there's a better way, and getting input from others is okay, and it doesn't diminish their authority. In fact, it enhances their authority.
I would I would guess that the experience has been by when you do an operational audit of identifying bottlenecks and you bring that to the executive attention, that for the first time they begin to learn what they didn't know. There's that adage, you don't know what you don't know.
Yep.
You think you're in control, but you're not.